Hello, dear adventurers, and welcome to another Needlessly Complicated 14. My name's Aerietta, and I'm still making sure that everything goes up correctly. Um, Nikki is saying hello. Still have not yet had a chance to work on her brand new avatar for the stream. However, that is on my list of things to do. I've just been pretty busy. So I'm just going to switch right over to Final Fantasy. So today we are going to be finishing up getting Monk to level 34 and then doing all of the level 34 quests that we have left. We have 12 of them in our all quests, all jobs run of Final Fantasy 14. I also am toying around with a few things behind the scenes to kind of just help things flow a little bit better, make sure some information gets on the screen occasionally so that people stay informed as to what's going on with the channel and all of that. But yeah, currently I should probably organize food. Have not done that. Probably am not going to. Totally fine. I just need to head over to grab some more food because I am out of food. Or rather, I am out of the food that I want to be using. And that makes sense for me. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am enjoying some really nice overcast weather. I am just loving it. It is my favorite. Independent culinarian, there we are. You have orange juice, that's nice, but I want the cheapest thing you got. So that looks like it's going to be a boiled egg or raisins. Let's just go with raisins. I have this big old thing with raisins. When I first started playing, a good friend of mine who happens to be the person who got me interested in playing 14 in the first place basically said, hey, you're gonna want to have food. Here are 399 raisins for you. I didn't run out of raisins until like a couple months ago, and I've been playing for a while. So, raisins will always hold a special place in my heart. Silly as that is. Alright, so like I said, we are going to be getting Monk to level 34. Let's see what level 34 quests we already have. So we do have this, which is basically we have to go talk to someone, which is not something we can do because that is a level 34 turn-in. We have... And the plea to... Yep, that's a talk to someone, so that's a turn-in specific. A tourist has taken up residence in his infirmary. That's another talk to someone, and... Yeah, so... while we have plenty of level 34 stuff to do, I'm gonna start with seeing about leave quests, to be honest. We haven't done leave quests for the sake of doing leave quests in a really long time. I'm going to double check against my quest log to see where our last highest level leave quests were from. And it looks like it's leaves of Camp Tranquil, so we're going to head over to South Shroud. Alright, so teleport. Camp Tranquil. Have a very large mug of tea with me today, and I'm very happy about that. I haven't really had an interest in having just like black tea in a while, so the change in weather is definitely changing that around. I'm noticing that I'm falling back into very specific habits. And one of those habits is drinking tea that isn't just herbal tea throughout the day. Okay, where's the leaf quest? There's the leaf quest. And also a bunch of knitting. I gave myself a challenge because I knit socks for both my parents and my partner every single year for the holidays, and I had this one pair of socks that was just driving me up the wall. I was just staring at a mistake that I had made something like 20 rows down on this pair of socks, and I finally started fixing it the other day, and then I messed up the fixing it, so I had to rip all the way back again and start fixing it. But yeah, sock knitting is not for the squeamish. You have the perfect job for me? I certainly hope so. Okay, so Good Gobby wants busy deal. Okay, so this is a, what's it called? Escort. What is necrology? Caravan transporting a copy of the Forbidden Tome was attacked by Frenzy's Opos just moments after departing Camp Tranquil. But why were they carrying it? It showed little interest in the Necrologos, and the extent of the damage to the tome was limited. But the pages in question belonging to the chapter on Void Scent. Chapter thought to be scattered about. Okay, so this is just run around, pick stuff up. We can do that. I'm going to start with that one, and we will continue from there. But yeah, we haven't done leave quests for the sake of doing leave quests in a while. What is this one? That is a level 35. That is for Wineport. Okay, so going to just head on over to where that's supposed to be. And we're probably going to jump down from over here. Oh, there's more leave quests? Or are these just specific to... I don't know why there's more leaf quests over here. That's weird. Okay, we jumped down. We're going to press the monk button. What was it? Howling Fist. Before we get into some sort of combat. That's the thing that I always forget with monk. Okay. Initiate. We're going to do it highest level possible so that we can hopefully get more EXP from it. Okay. Ah. So we do have to attack specific monsters. Okay. And here is a parchment. Here is a treasure coffer. I don't know what that gave me. I'm assuming we're probably lagging again just a bit. I do have good news on that though. Along with having my Ko-fi open in order to start like getting some help with getting the new computer parts, we have been able to put aside some money, so I might be able to get one of my other pieces this month. So yeah. Pardon as I am a bit distracted by these things trying to kill me. But possibly by the end of this year, I will finally have a properly working computer that I'm not always having lag for. And I am excited for that prospect. Oh, hello. Okay, and parchments, that would bring us to 4 pages. Okay. And then the last page is presumably over here along with more monsters, and we just got aggroed. We did not get aggroed. We aggroed a Midland condor, which was not our intent. Please go away. Oh no! It's the marble. And another terrible. Okay, there you are. One part of the weather changing that I am not as much of a fan of is having a sore throat again. Uh-oh. Hello, what are you? Please maybe don't. But I have to tell you, it's interesting. Ever since I started streaming a little more than 6 months ago, I've definitely noticed that using my voice this much has affected my voice. I get a sore throat a lot faster, and I thought I had to talk a lot while I was working retail. Apparently I was wrong. Okay, you have the... Yes! Thank you. I would like to collect my rewards. Based on difficulty and speed of completion, we are getting a bonus. And that was almost no EXP. I have feelings about that being almost no EXP. I was trying to get a little extra in there, but that didn't work. Okay, so... let's try a hunt slog. Death Gaze, we're near enough to there. We should have stayed in Gridania, but that's beside the point. We can just teleport back. I had high hopes for the leave quests. I was incorrect in giving them the benefit of that doubt. Alright. Load, please. Alright, so Aethernet, and we are headed out the White Wolf Gate so that we can go to the Death Gaze, which it took us up unreasonably lengthy amount of time to find the first time we had it for a hunt slog, which I think was on Paladin? Could be wrong. Okay, and we'll hop on our Chocoboy. Come, Daffodil, we must find more death cases to attack. I think it's a left at this corner. Yep. Yep. Terrible plan. The worst idea. That's fine. Oh, there was a secondary pathing to it. Cool. I did not know that. Still need to get more Gishel greens. Gissel greens. I'll be able to pronounce it one day, I promise. But yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. I keep saying it every time I stream that we're gonna go get more. I just have not done so. Apparently you can get them from a lot of different places. I have just gotten them from none of those places. Come on. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we didn't die. That's the good news. The bad news is that we are all the way down here, and we need to be all the way up there. So, we have to go climb the roots of this tree again. No, I'm not joining this level 6 fate. Level 6, level 9, something. Level 10. I am more than 6 levels too high for it. That's what the words were trying to tell me. I am glad that in Central Shroud we do have a bit more speed while riding our chocobo, because you do get a bit of a speed buff after you have completed an area and gotten to a certain point in questing. Okay, well, the death gaze that we were fighting is gone, so we're just going to cross this bridge and not get attacked while doing so. I'm going to head over here. I know there were 2 over there, but I'm going to head over here. Okay, and we move to the side. And it took itself out. Awesome. How many more of these do we have to do? 2 more. What's over here? An overlook. And more overlook. So we do have to go back the other way to the concentration of death gazes. Oh, it's just 1 and a lightning spike. My mistake. Okay, that's 4. And this one will be 5. If I can... Why can't I not... I would like to click the monster, please, thanks. That should be it. Okay, that's a significantly larger chunk of damage. Okay, what is next? Let's do show incomplete. The salt golem is at the long climb. This is also the long climb. This is actually really nearby in the long climb, so if we do those 2, that should be enough to level up. Yeah, that would definitely be enough to level up, I think. I think I'm not going to try to do math. I think doing math is probably a little bit outside of the realm of what I want to be doing right now. Okay, Camp Overlook. I think doing those 2 hunt logs should get us to level 34, and then we will start working on those level 34 quests. Because we have 12 of them to do today. We have 12 of them to do today. Oh no. So one of the rules for this challenge run is that if the quest is in our mini-map, we have to go get it. Unless our quest log is full, which it is not. Okay, Storm Private, not Augustine. Camp Overlook may as well be an island. The road ain't worth of plopping a supply train on unless you like to, dunno, feed cobalt or something. So anything that needs getting there, they goes by balloon. The up and up's not what it's cut out to be, though. Got them condors what trying to muck with the balloon. Sure would appreciate them being, dunno, dead or something. Okay. A little passive aggressive, but I hear you. I think that's another quest under the other quest. Quests upon quests upon quests. That's a cute outfit. Yep, I thought so. Okay. Oh, you. Yeah, you, the honey-faced one with all the buckles. Okay, that's funny as hell because it's a Final Fantasy game. I got a job for you. I needed me some raptor claws, but the pissant gave me so much trouble that I clean forgot I was killing 'em practical like. Got mad, bashed their heads in, and walked away whistling. The carcasses be lying around somewhere near. Got a few of my arrows through 'em. Fetch me the claws, my wild rose, and I might be back in the practical mood. And oh wait, one more thing. You see those arrows of mine? Bring back the heads. It's easy enough to fletch an arrow, but arrowheads don't grow on birds. Okay. So that's probably a thing that we can get started because that is a level 34 quest, I want to say. So we might be able to do that while we are doing the other things. And we'll press that button again and take out our velociraptor. Hi, friend. Okay, there's one. Might be helpful to have the recommendations right here. We aren't going to be paying attention to the kobolds because that is a much higher level one specifically for, what's it called? You know the one. Grand Company. Ouchie, I stood in the bad. That was my mistake. Why is it green? It says it's fog, but that doesn't look like fog to me. Oh look, a storm private. This can't be good. Serrated arrowhead and velociraptor claws. Uh-oh. Get out of the way. Okay. There's that, and we are already almost done with the monk quest. Okay. There. Camera angles can just be such a pain in the ass in this game. Serrated arrowhead. And I think this is the last arrowhead we need. Okay, so I'm gonna go after those basalt golems, even though I don't need quite so much EXP as that's gonna give me, because I might as well get them off of my list. Oh wait, Highland condors, never mind. Forget that. Oh, come on. Okay. Because these Highland condors we need for a level 34 quest. However, we can also get EXP just from taking them down. And we need 5 of them, so that's quite a bit of EXP right there. Okay, there's 2. Don't jump off the cliff, that is bad. Three. 4. Okay, so it's still not going to be quite enough, which is a pain. Let's see if there's any nearby where the basalt golems are. All right. And that was all that we needed for the Highland Condor, so let's head down to the golems. What is that? I don't want to deal with that. I think that's a level 50. Hopefully it won't aggro on us. Like, people keep telling me, hey, it's not supposed to aggro on you because it's a specialty mob. However, it doesn't mean it won't. I've had it happen before. His name is Cornu. That's interesting. Okay, let's see if we can find another basalt golem without having to go next to Cornu over here. There one is. Okay. Dun da da! Alright, Monk is level 34. I am going to see about getting the last of the salt golems. We only need one more, and then that's off of our list. And then we'll work on some level 34 quests. Okay. Excellent. Gonna eat more food. And that's not the button I was looking for. Okay, classes and jobs. So it looks like Dragoon is going to be the one that we need the most work on. However, I am going to stay on Monk and get it to level 35. And then we can work on more. Because that makes sense, right? More or less. Okay, so what else do we have in this specific area? So this is Outer Lenosha. So we did both of these. And we can head back to Upper Lenosha for these ones. I'm going to teleport because I feel like it. Camp Overlook, and we'll do Camp Bronze Lake in a minute. Okay, so turning in 2 over here. There they are, okay. Oi, sweet thing. Give me my claws and arrowheads. Sure thing. Velociraptor claws. A 6-ilm retractable claw found on the velociraptor's middle toe, used to slice the bellies of its prey. This handicaps the victims, ensuring they are still alive when the raptor begins to feed. Gross! And serrated arrowheads. The pronged waves on the edge of this deadly head allows for easier entry into the target's flesh, while making it more difficult to remove. Also gross! Here you go, weirdo. Appreciate it, dear heart. Why the long face? Oh, you think we're that low on supplies? Listen, Crumpet. The kobolds can't leave metal be. And any we throw at them, even arrowheads, back to their burrow it goes, and smelted into new arms. So the orders are, give 'em no metal. Make arrowheads out of claws, chert a bit, the cook's gingerbread, and haul back any steel or bronze arrowheads. Comes natural like to us seafaring folk, you know. We be scrimpers. Okay. Oh, and you have more quests for me. How thoughtful. So that is one quest of the 12 that we need to do. My mama told me before I went to sea, girl, you're as strong as a horse, fast as a snake, and brave as the whole company of heroes put together. But your sister's the clever one of the family. Leave the thinking to others. But there's no leaving anything to anyone else out here. So I was thinking, how about no we tame some curials? They'd rip through kobolds. Just go out there, tire out a curial, and catch it with this big sack. You got that no figs for that, I'll bet? Oh, I'm no good at catching. I get too wild, and before I know it, it's all killed or spent. No, sweet thing. This one needs your touch. Okay. The farther I get into this game, the less of the we think you're worthless and more of the oh, you're kind of cute. Adventure, eh? What do you got for us? I have a letter, a formal request by one Blaugabal to be reinstated into his former Maelstrom unit. A letter? Can't drink that, eat that, or keep a bed warm with that, especially when it's written from that pup Blaugabal. Listen, what do they call you, Aerietta? We're the Red Swallows here, the most roughneck levy in all of the Maelstrom. Most of us come from what you might call a privateer background. We're the teeth of the Maelstrom. What I'm saying is, you want to know where the worst of the fighting is? Just look for the Red Swallows. This is the front, not a moment of rest from the kobolds. Ain't no place for a pup with half-healed wounds. The kid has his heart in the right place, I'll warrant that, but he's like to get it blown out of his chest if he toddles on back here. He's just gotta have to sleep in a soft bed and eat food that ain't full of weevils until he heals up. I mean, that seems reasonable to me, so that's 2 of 12 quests. The commissary finally received a shipment this morning. That should make things a bit easier around here. The brass sent me a fresh warm water trout, the biggest I've seen. The privilege of command, eh? But I can't rightly eat it myself. My 3 best scouts haven't had anything like real food in weeks. They're out finding paths and breaking kobold skulls every day. So I'm going to ask you to grill that fine trout and serve it to them. Okay. So we're going to click on this here campfire, and we have, this could be the largest warm water trout ever to have lived, past tense. Okay. And I grilled it. Here's hoping my culinary skills still hold up while I am in monk job. Okay, where though? It's saying that I have someone to turn into. Oh, I have to take it out of the fire. Great. This is multiple steps involving a campfire. I am not amused. Okay, give it back, please. Thank you. Now I have to go give it to other people. Luckily, they're right here. Okay. The 12 watch over me, and if I should perish before this day is over, may I take as many of the enemy as I've known doxudes. Superstitious small folk believe one gains the memories of any being he eats. Ask yourself this. Do you truly wish to know how this warm water trout lived? Maybe not. Trout? Bah! I'd fancy for a fat hen. There are 4 things I like. A bit of petticoat, a mug of sour beer, a leg of fowl, and a whole lot of dead kobolds. Okay! I am steel. Hear me, you mole bastards? I am steel! Here's some fish. The commander sends a plate, eh? Smells good. I usually like beef, hot and bloody, but this'll do for a snack. Okay. This ain't getting easier. Going out day after day, especially with the smell of fish grilling. Well, here's some of it for you. What's this now? The commander had you grill it up for us? Oh ho ho! Look at the size of the thing! But next time, give us a suckling pig. All of them! Terribly ungrateful. Terribly ungrateful. Haha, that's my voice. No respect except when it counts. Mark my words, soon as your back was turned, all 3 fell to and swore 'twas the best thing they ever tasted. We're a crew, you hear me? Them that's here, them that's gone, them that's eating their heart out at Bronze Lake. The red swallows do for each other, and Ifrit never takes the hindmost because there ain't ever anyone left behind. And I'm also being given mugwort carp. Interesting choice, I'll take it. That's 3 out of 12. Don't let them looks fool you. The kobolds make a bad enemy. They've forgotten more about smelting and alchemy than some of the lot on our side have ever known. All that matters is the kobolds can make golems, and war's a thing that kicks down the door between can and do. You know about the ancient golems up by the floating city of Nim? The scouts told me the moles are gathering materials in the ruins. Once they make more golems and send 'em against us, we're as good as done. I got no men to spare, and you're not the worst I've seen. Put a stop to their shopping trip before it starts raining golems. Here's how this water's going to run. You find a golem and you get its soul stone. You put that on a likely spot as bait, and put an end to any kobold that shows up. And here, take these bottles of water. My boys tell me they didn't like the look of the kobold's armor, but you know alchemy. It'll wash. Seki, hello. How are you today? You could say that quest reward was carpe diem of them. I mean, you could, but really, should you? I heard some bad puns today, and I am not telling you what they are because you don't need the ammunition. You saw to them condors? Cour, that's a shiny piece of news. The balloons get around, you know, and that's important in war. It goes one place and then the next, like. Wish I's a balloon. Tell the truth, some of them that's comrade to me scare the drawers off me. Wild about fresh meat they are, and they'd like to kill you for it. Corsairs they used to be, I hear. That's nice. Determination is usually good for pretty much everything, if I remember correctly, but you know. That campfire looks cozy. Yes, it does, WYSIWYG. Welcome in. I would like a campfire. I would like to be cozy. I mentioned earlier that it is beautiful weather out. It's all wonderfully overcast. However, it does mean that it's cold and I still need to find all of my winter clothing. So let's see, that was 4 out of 12 quests we had set up for us today. Okay, so we're going to finish Outer Lenosha and then Upper Lenosha, because Upper Lenosha is where our MSQ is, which means that's where the level 35 quests are going to start. Okay. So those are going to be over here. We're probably better off using a chocobo, though. Probably better off, actually, you know, riding a mount instead of walking everywhere. Okay. Oh, that's right. We have multiple jobs to do, neither of which sound fun. 2 specifically, neither of which sound fun. Okay. So, first we have to work on more of assault golems. Do we have any more as Hunt's Log things? So they'd be a level 34. Oh, we're really far back with our white mage. Should probably fix that at some point, but we've been out leveling it so quickly. Nope. So, we don't need the basalt golem for any of the Hunt's Log that we know about. Also, Aerietta is reminding us that this coming Wednesday, we're going to cross our fingers and do another Genshin Impact stream. So, as I had mentioned, I am still saving up for getting a CPU cooler so that I can upgrade my computer. If this Genshin stream doesn't work out, I might be temporarily switching Genshin Impact to a recorded, pre-recorded YouTube only run until I'm able to get the necessary computer parts, because I can't afford for my entire computer to die. I can barely afford to have it run as is. But we are going to try our best. Okay, we have a soul stone. Okay, so that's up, and specifically for the Kuriles. Oh geez, that's a big golem. We're not dealing with that. That sounds like a terrible idea. We're just gonna sneakily sneak on past all of these things. Not bad for not being on Ninja. Okay. Destination. The magic imbued heart of a golem. Okay. And this is where we're hiding. No. We're not trying to click our Goobo buddy. Sense a hostile presence? Hello. Oh geez, this one's big. Glass bottle. Oh, come on. Glass bottle. Please stop that. Do I have a stun? I should have done this before attacking him. This is going to be a freaking problem for me. There. Use the water in the glass bottles to defeat the unbreakable kobold. Well, I'm doing more damage to him now. That counts for something, right? He's also still doing a lot of damage to me. This is why we read quests. Or rather, why it would behoove you to read quests. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Run away! Okay. Okay, good, it's gone. Weaken a young Kuriel and then use this sack to capture it. Of course. Sounds great. Love that for me. So, a young Kuriel, like this one. Let's do this one over here because it is by itself. Yay! Okay. And now we ride our Chocobo back. Trying not to aggro any monsters in the meanwhile. And I've already lost track of quests that we've completed. We needed to do 12, I think. We've done 4, and this will be 5 and 6 of the 12. Possibly. Sweetly done, dear adventurer. We won't have to look over our shoulder for an army of golems now. Risking little blood now saves wallows of it later. He's got more quests for me. Well met, Aerietta. Thanks for the other times. You're not soft, I'll give you that. I have a job that needs a hard lass to kill, searching for kobold scouts. My boys say there are at least 3 of them somewhere on the hill. You can handle yourself, can't you? Yeah, sure. Hey, good looking. Catch my curial yet? Yes, I did. You shudder to think a thin layer of burlap is all that separates you from a flurry of fangs and claws. Yeah. Hi, Claire. How are you today? Happy N7 day. Alright, a real damn curial. Wait till I tame this thing. The kobolds ain't gonna know what hit him. Won't know 'cause they'll all be in pieces. Now, how am I gonna tame this thing? How's it done usual like? Do you just sit on them or talk to them? Perfection. I like this lady. Seki says, I'm pretty sure golems are a lot more terrifying than a few kobolds. I mean, correct. Also, before I forget, if you have not done so yet, please make sure to go and follow Claire. Claire is another streamer here on Twitch. Did I do the thing? I think I did the thing. Okay. Yes, Claire is another streamer here on Twitch. She recently finished Mass Effect and has been doing Elden Ring and Sims and Genshin Impact. She is much better and more knowledgeable at Genshin Impact than I am, so yeah. She's been more frequently streaming on Wednesday evenings. Is that correct, Claire? So I've been enjoying those streams quite a bit. Okay, but where is it? Aha. You are a problem, I'm sure. Okay. And we head here to the destination point. And we're waiting. Yep, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific. Awesome. So oftentimes on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. that is where I am while cooking dinner. Uh-oh. Hello, friends. Yes, thank you. Appreciate this. This is just fantastic that you're both attacking me at the same time. Love that for me. Excuse me. Could you stop? I have to go get more kobolds. And I should probably get rid of these condors while I am near enough by. And going to need to anyways. There it is. Claire says I was half expecting to see a pink-haired protagonist tag, but it probably wouldn't fit. So for those of you who missed it, I was talking about how I am a former pink-haired protagonist. I had my hair pink for almost a full year, and I've been thinking about dyeing it pink again because it felt really good and it felt kind of right, which is not something that I can say of my typical natural hair color all the time. So I might dye it pink again. I still have plenty of dye because I made my own color conditioner to keep it the shade of pink I wanted. But yeah, I'm not sure that pink-haired protagonist fits in the, 25 character limit? Yeah. Okay, so last one. And it's up near the regular Curial, which is a bigger threat. Oh, please, come on. Why are you like this? But yeah, I was just answering questions about dyeing your hair and if it's not setting correctly in a fantasy color and things like that. And I jokingly called myself a pink-haired protagonist, and I'm just like, oh wait, that's kind of accurate a little bit. Okay, that wasn't as difficult as I thought. And now we have to wait here at this destination. Okay, I catch a whiff of earth and metal. Okay, excuse me. So that is the last of that, I think. I did all the things, right? Did I? Did I? Yes. Okay. Heading back to Camp Overlook, is it? Yes, because Camp Bronze Lake is above a lake. You'd think this would be more obvious to me, but I'm gonna blame the time change. I'm not a fan of daylight savings in the best of times. Haha, times. But it always throws me off. I never feel fully rested, even when we fall back. Seki says if there are highland condors, where are the lowland condors? I'm pretty sure they're in outer Lenosha. Claire says as a night owl, falling back is so hard. Yeah. I put a glass on you as soon as I heard there was fighting. He's talking about a... what's it called? Spyglass. I have to remind myself of that because otherwise I will forget and be like, what is he talking about? He put a glass on me. That's ridiculous. Seki says, oh, I love getting an hour. I wake up with the sun, so I'm now readjusted to better wake up times. Seki, you don't actually sleep. Don't tell fibs to chat. You don't actually sleep. Or rather, you do sleep, but it's so sporadic that I'm not sure the time change really matters. I had you pegged for a Hellcat. Sure you don't want to give up the road and join us here? There's enough kobolds to go around. There's something a touch familiar about those kobolds you saw, too. I've seen some what move that way before, I could swear to it. It'll come to me if we even have that much time. Okay, and he has more, so that's 7. You do love sleep. However, you also love staying up until like 4 o'clock in the morning and then waking up at 6 for who even knows why. I've been racking my brain over those scouts you slew, and now I remember where I saw them. They belonged to that cursed priest. The priest, the leader of the Kobolds' 129th Order. The only lot to ever make it past our sentries and into this camp. This camp's supposed to be like a ship. You might get a broadside, but you'll see it coming. You're supposed to be safe here, but it wasn't safe that night, and so one of mine almost died. A young swallow new maid. Easy pickings for the moles. They slipped in on a rainy night, and when it was over, we found a Blugaball. He'd been lying out in the rain, and there were rills the color of roses running off of him. I hadn't kept him safe in his own camp, see, so the Sawbones had to save him. I've amends to make. The priest's got to die. If the priest is here, that means there's kobold bombs nearby. When the 129th retreats, they go in fire and thunder. That's their way. You go to the bombs and set them off yourself. He'll come scampering to see what's amiss. Take him then. You may not be one of mine, but you're red as one. That is not what he said. You may not be one of mine, but you're a red one, steel to soul. I can count on you. Take this smoldering coal, use it on the bombs. Since that night, I'll not misprize the priest's guile. Already the whole camp's on alert, rearing to avenge a Blagball. If this is one of the kobolds' tricks and they're thinking of ambushing us here, they won't live long enough for regrets. Okay, sounds good to me. I'm gonna pour myself more tea first. Because it is cold and my hands are cold and I want to hold that warm mug. Just for a second. And apparently make a mess. Seki says I don't drink tea, I'm more of a Q drinker myself. I mean, sure. Where is it? It's over there, okay. For those who aren't often on stream, Seki is a regular, and Seki only drinks water and the occasional boba tea, and that's like it. She always has to make alphabet jokes about my tea habits. Uh-oh. I don't like this area. There are just way too many things, and they keep trying to hurt me. Oh, that was the wrong button. That was really bad, sorry. Yeah. So many alphabet jokes about my tea. You're gonna make it self-conscious. Okay. I need to... This is a red-hot piece of carbonized wood that can be used to light fuses, much like the ones you found in the cobalt-built explosives. And it is ground targeting, so we walk away now. I interrupted myself. How dare? I just don't want to be in the blast radius. There's one. I thought I saw one over here. Yes. And there's two. Enjoy your lurk work, Claire. I hope that work goes smoothly. Seki says so many jokes about tea and alphabet, so you can put it in a soup. Ah! Okay, that was a good one. Anyways. Aerietta bot is giving us a friendly reminder to take a sip of water, because hydration is an important part of every adventure. Okay, where is he? Oh, there he is. I forgot to click the monk button before this started. That's on me. Again. You'd think I'd remember eventually. That doesn't seem to be the case. But this priest is going down pretty quick, so it doesn't really matter. Lurk at the specified spot and defeat a kobold priest. I did it! Okay, now I show the kobold priest's helm to the captain. This will make 8. And I think this might be the last one we have in the area before we have to go back to Bronze Lake. Oh god. Camera angles, why? Well, tell me good news. Did you rid us of that priest? I mean, the trophy taken from the corpse of a kobold priest of the 129th Order. I have a feeling this isn't him. His helm, ripped from that cunning head of his. You've done me a great service, adventurer. Will you do another for the Red Swallows? Take the helm to Private Blaugball at Camp Bronze Lake. Tell him the priest is dead. Pup that he is, having a trophy will mean much to him. An adventurer or not, you're one of us now. Times aren't just changing, Aerietta. They're turning up like a mutinied ship. Who knows? It could be that being a friend of the Red Swallows proves a mighty useful thing. I certainly hope so. Because you guys seem cool, if a little strange. And I like that. As a strange person myself. Tea is very good. Okay, so we have quite a number of quests we can do here now. Monk is level 34, we only have 1 minute on food, so we're going to add more. And yes, we have a number of quests that we can do right here, so first we're going to turn in this one, and then move on. I know your face. Ah, the adventurer who delivered my pleas, but to no avail. You come from Overlook. Is all well there? I have a trophy for you. The priest is dead? The swallows. I thought perhaps they thought my wounds just deserts and left me to my shame. He did not tell you? I had the East watch that night. 'Twas me that failed, and near died in the failing. Look, see these cuts inside the helm? These cuts inside the helm? One from each of the red swallows. These are the same marks we make in the wood, so that no comrade may be lost. I thank you for bringing this. I am the most fortunate man in the world. Yay. Okay. So I think these 3 are the last level 34 quests. I could be wrong. But at that point, we are going to probably get into leveling roulette and more Hunt's Log. The EXP is not what it used to be! Okay, what am I doing here? Red wine in the hot spring so that it will cool off. Or is it heat up? These are hot springs. It'll heat up. I'm great at this, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. And it's taking a long time to pick the wine back up. Okay. I did it. I have to deliver it to a lot of places now. Unfortunate. Let's go upstairs first. Okay. Oh my god. My wounds heal for sure and certain. Not so stiff and sore no more neither. Here is, heated in the warm springs beneath Ogamoro, this mulled wine is said to cure countless ailments, and those ailments it cannot cure, it will help one forget. Okay. Obliged, adventurer. That's a mug full of good medicine there. Wouldn't mind taking some of that back to the front. Okay, guys. I saw his name. Hello, Godbert! You look just like your statue does. In your underwear and everything. So, for those unaware, Godbert is the proprietor of the Gold Saucer, and he has a gold statue of himself in his underwear, just like this. Yep. Anyways, Most kind. You are most kind to bring me the oil of salamander. A thick, sticky oil collected from the underbelly of a river-dwelling salamander. I had a need of a large horn and made the grievous error of visiting a great buffalo with a handsaw. He liked it not, and I sustained a most horrific scratch. It smarted so, and the ache! Oh no, I was not thrown. I am not so green as that. No, when the beast shook its head, I stepped backward, slipped, and fell. Then I fell again later, strolling back to the dog cart. No need to be shy. You are an adventurer, and I am a goldsmith. The body is simply an instrument, in occasional need of oiling. Oil, madam, oil, I say. Oh, God. Do I have to? Do I have to? Come, my body awaits your ministrations. Why do I have to do this? Thick, sticky oil collected from the underbelly of room. Yeah. And I have to apply it to him. Gross. The relief! Again, I say. I have to do it again. Why? Ah, I can feel soothing fingers working into every knot. That is your cue, madam. Soothing fingers. Now, please. By the 12, that feels good. Now quickly, with the rubbing. Sir. Ah, the healing tingle. Yeah, Bert, there'd better be some fucking money in this for me, I swear to God. By the 12, that feels good. Now quickly. Okay. Snore. Ah, pardon me. Your skill was so great that I was quite transported. Truly, no Uldan attendant could have done better. Sublime. I shall now have a brief drowse, then soak in the springs until sundown. After that, a humble meal with white wine from my own stock, and perhaps peaches. Okay, bye! This isn't my frickin' job. Ow, that smarts. I know I'm counting my blessings, don't you make those eyes at me. Just saying, it smarts. Oomph, that hits the spot. I don't mind that kind of burn. It's a fine thing, being alive. And don't mind me none, I'd like y'all. Just like my own Levy more. Been through a lot together. Okay, so now we have downstairs ones, I think. Yes, both of them downstairs. And also a turn-in. Okay. And that is quite the stance for standing under a hot waterfall. Look at that! I do believe I can move that foot a little more. Sure helps with the hurt, too. Thank you, adventurer. You see, we'll be on our feet and halfway to being the warriors of light before you're done warming another bottle. I mean, sure. But do you know who I am? No, no one actually knows who I am. It's fine. You will. Cowards. Okay, and a little Lalafell. Damn, I can barely remember a time when everything didn't hurt. I feel like I've always been here. Here you go. Thank you and cheers. Oh, hot and spicy, just like the horn we raised when the sergeant was wedded, when the little red-haired private fell. All my friends, I'll be back, ye steel-chewing roughnecks. Okay, 2 more quests. Thank you for your kindness, adventurer. These soldiers you met, they may be champions for our way of life, but here they are sisters and brothers, sons and daughters. They're so young, most of them, and so hurt in spirit and body. Most will return to the front, and some will not even survive to come under my care again. It's what they want and what we need of them, I know, but I tell myself that I heal them so they can become farmers and smiths, alchemists and rangers, mothers and fathers. For a few it will be true. That will have to be enough. Okay. Thank you for your service, adventurer. It seems he believes Bronze Lake to be some sort of retreat for the rich. He paid a very handsome fee for his stay thus far and profusely complimented us on our asceticism. Oh, jeez. God, Bert. First one thing, then another. That goldsmith passed out from too much heat. We have warned him and again this past week to not stay in so long. Honestly, I do not trust myself to tend to this fool, for I have a mind to strangle him. If a poke revives him, not throw a bucket of the lake water on him. There was ice on it this morning. That sounds like a much more pleasant task to be doing. He's up here again, right? Yep. I mean, he looks like he's drowning. His face is under the water. No response. Do I have the lake water? No response. More lake water? Dump freezing lake water on Godbert again. Heh! Wrath of Rogger, what are you doing? Oh, it's you. She of strong yet tender fingers. I was lost, I freely confess it. I came to this retreat as an artisan whose craft had lost its savor, enriching myself by indulging customers' grossest tastes. I was ready to suffer privations, and I did, but today, several hours into the ordeal of the scalding water, my life flashed before my eyes. There I saw forms exquisite, filigree masks, steel cut to shine like diamonds, graceful galleries of electrum where emeralds took the air with pearly suitors. I must return to Ul'dah, to my workshop. Please, Godbert, do. Leave these poor people alone. I mean, he's a nice enough sort of dude later on in the quest lines, but he's also a problem. And I don't want him to be these nice people's problem anymore. Our goldsmith has departed for home, I'm glad to say. He left you this ring, a token of his appreciation, he says. The stone is taken from a fragment of Dalamud itself, creating an abiding faith that out of the worst may come beauty. It sounded as though he'd lost something or someone in the calamity. The ring is the only thing I have made in the last 5 years, he said, and now I would like Aerietta to have it. Extraordinary. A very unexpected turn of events, I must say. I still think him utterly devoid of his senses, but no doubt he is a more fascinating one. I don't suppose he'd have given me the ring even if I'd... Well, no use fretting over a song already sung. Meteor Survivor Ring. Increased Spirit Bond gain +3. That's pretty cool. But yes. We won't be able to do it until we hit level 50, but those who know the story know who Godbert lost in the calamity. And that's all I'm saying because I'm trying to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. That's the hunt vlog. There's the journal. Okay, all good things. I have to go to Limsa. Okay, and I think this is our last level 34 quest. Because we don't have any more here. Okay, so we have to go to the aft castle, I believe. And I'm going to take another sip of tea. Please load. Please load. Thank you. Okay. So we're talking to Storm Commander. Ooh, cutscene. It's good to see you, Sergeant Stormstrike. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit, and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly. And there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. Suffice it to say, we are glad to have a scion in our ranks. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Until next time, Sergeant. I'm getting applause? How nice of them. Oh, Link Pearl. Aerietta, this is Minfilia. Y'shtola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Y'shtola emerged from Ogamoro unscathed. Why, Tataru and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be awaiting you to return at the Waking Sands. Oh my god, Reading comprehension is a struggle. We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Seki says, I'm trying a new recipe this week, and if it's good, I'm definitely sharing it. I would love for you to share the recipe on the Discord server. Good food is good food, and Seki makes good food. I have her chocolate chip cookie recipe, and it is delightful. That is still the wrong button. So I do have to return to the Waking Sands to finish up that last level 34 quest, so. Vesper Bay Aetheryte ticket. Yes, return to the Waking Sands. Okay, it wasn't showing up on the minimap. Oh no, is this the one? Was that screaming I heard? I'm not sure I want to know. You hear that commotion just now? What in the seven hells were they doing in there? Wrestling a piest? You look the adventurous type. Mind taking a quick look? I am afraid, because this might be the quest that I am thinking it is. You'll tell me after it concludes? Tataru's not up here. I mean, the whole thing is twisted if this is the one I think it is. Yep, this is the one I think it is. All right, so I'm putting out a content warning here and now. This has this area has a lot of tragic death and violence. Um, and yeah, if that's something that makes you uncomfortable, uh, to have a scene of mass violence, this is your warning. I am not offended if you gotta go. So I'm going to put it in chat as well. If I can spell. Is it gonna do it? Okay. Sure, I hope that works. All right, so I have put the content warning in chat as an announcement as well. Again, if this isn't something you can or want to handle, I completely understand. So, continuing. So, yeah. Yep, and it gets worse. Entrance to the solar. And there's Neuraxia, our self friend. This one is glad, walking one is safe. Gonna turn up the game audio a bit just so that.
Be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed.
Okay, so this is the conversation we just had with Minfilia. But yeah, I'm making sure the game volume is up high enough so that you can hear the voice lines.
Thank heaven she is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
This lady. These are members of the Garlean Empire.
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring her forth, and you may yet know mercy.
Oh, poor Tataru. That doesn't look like mercy to me.
Confound it.
That's what you have to say?
Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Scion. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
Oh, Noraxia, no. Oh, Noraxia, no.
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
I hate you, Livius and Junius. You are quite terrible.
Cease at once!
And there goes
Have you not done enough?
Urianger, Papalymo, and Tataru.
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough!
Also killing her own people, who are carrying out her orders.
We leave! Bring the prisoners.
Walking one, Minfilia, asked this one too. In case Walking One returned, this one was to say, at church in Eastern Thanalin, Walking One must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking One Minfilia from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. Okay. So, now we have to go to the church outside Drybone. And I don't think there are any survivors to look for. It's just everything is trashed. Okay, once we step out, I will put up the announcement. Yeah, okay. Okay. So that is there now. So out here, we are going to teleport over to Camp Drybone, because I believe this is still part of that level 34 quest. Yeah, this is where the main storyline really starts to get emotional. Because of stuff like this. Like, not all of it is that specific, but for a lot of reasons that coincide with this. Oh, are you kidding me? Seki says, so basically Final Fantasy XIV had an earlier free trial version that ended partly into A Realm Reborn. Guess what the last MSQ quest was before the free trial ended? That is truly horrific and messed up. And quite frankly, was probably a deterrent more than anything. Sure, there would be some who would want to know, but if the game stops there, do you really want to know what comes next? If it's behind a pay gate. Is something troubling you, my child? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. The wild roses are dead, father, and I know not what to do. The wild roses, I see. You may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Scions. How could this have happened? And you are certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garleans? Yes. Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer the selfsame service to her brother and sister and scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marquez, would you come here for a moment? Yes, father? I forgot that this part was coming up so quick. If you require assistance, pray speak with Marquez. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marquez is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marquez, I want you to look after Aerietta. Do you understand? Yes, father. So his storyline is also a spoiler, just so we're all on the same page. Okay. Oh crap, we have a lot of quests. Okay. This is a level 35. Okay, so these are all going to be level 35 quests. Death begets death, especially in those places where privation is the sovereign. A course left to... I think that's a typo. We found a typo, guys. A corpse left unburied is a rich field to Vilekin, where they may sow pestilence and water it down with their miasma. Nowhere is the rule of privation so apparent as in Lost Hope. A man may die upon the roadside there and go unclaimed, for no ties bind these unhappy folk together except a common misfortune. Their homelands are no more. But as long as they live, some hope remains, and so we must thwart pestilence ere it begins. Will you deliver this repellent to the den of sorrow? Where's what, Seki? Oh, it said course instead of corpse. Okay, I guess the rest of them are outside. Excuse me, Aerietta, do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horologe, which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device, it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nosed pincers. They are often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Seki says I'd be shocked a typo was left in for this long, especially with this game. That's a side quest. A level 35 side quest. I don't think anyone has noticed except me for a very long time, and probably not said anything about it either. Where is that turnip head? We have already waited some hours for my cousin, and still he dallies Thal knows where. He's ever late. I do not understand why he cannot simply depart early. Still, I confess, I am fond of the fool. I would go look for him, but his route winds close to the Halatali training grounds, and they say 'tis a romp of beasts where... beasts of the most dangerous kind. You are an adventurer, and surely this is the sort of thing that, oh, I don't know, makes your blood sing, heart boil, or some such piffle. Will you look for my feckless cousin? Yeah, sure. Psst! You, that wonder-working adventurer? You can work some for me today. See, the father asked me to mend his vestment. But look, both the weft and the weave have gone there and there. I'll need more cloth than I have. There's a merchant in Blackbrush Station right now. He'll give you what I need. Hurry off to Central Thanolin you go. The sun has shone upon a terrible sight today. One of the bereaved wished to place upon the grave of his beloved a sprig of Althic lavender. He strayed far, for the flower is sparse in these parts, and was grievously wounded by fiends. Grief makes us all slow in wits and limb, and I fear that these attacks will not cease until the creatures are gone. I pray you, banish the foul things. They were last seen to the east, near the remains of a Gubu. Okay, so I believe that's still the wrong button. All these quests are level 35. I think we have completed all of those level 34 quests that I said we needed to do. So, back to Huntslog we go. Actually, possibly? No, it's not worth fun. It's not worth it. Okay, so this is Kurthus, East Shroud. East Shroud. Okay, those are level 40 though. Level 47 is also pretty high for our level 34 monk. So that's a problem. Let's just head to Kurthus and hope for the best. I don't think we actually have a way to get directly there though. Seki says I do like how you can accept quests at a higher level than you, so you can get completion on its steps. That is really rare nowadays. Yeah, it's nice. And it helps. Quite a bit. Okay, so I was correct, which means we need to go to Fallgourd Float. I might, since we're going to be there already, I might just run to the north to grab that, what's it called? Aetheryte. And hope that I'm not taken out by a wild monster in the process. Oh, that's a cute outfit. Nope, not the Aetheryte. It's fine, whatever. Okay. So we will get Monk to level 35 today. We got Monk to 34 at the beginning of stream, and we're going to get Monk to level 35 at the end of it. And hopefully get that Aetheryte, because that would make things easier for me. Because having to run from Falgord Float is not exactly a speedy thing to do to get to where all the quests are. Okay, so... Highland Gubu. There it is! I recognize this music. Isn't this some of the music that you get in certain parts of Final Fantasy IX? Not the battle music, of course. Hooray, that's one. How many did we need? 5. Okay. That's not them. And those are wolves. Level 35 snow wolves. Let's hop back on our chocobo because I have a feeling they're going to be much farther in. And that's a fate. Is that a fate I want to take part in? You know what? Sure. We'll take part in a fate. That seems like a thing we can do. I'm kind of hiding the fate progress, but that should be fine. I think it's just taking out as many snow wolf pups as you can, which we're already in the process of doing. And we've got 11 minutes for it, which makes this a bit easier. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Maybe I should work on these one at a time for a minute. Okay. And help. Should have used a bigger potion. That would have been a smart move. I'm gonna die. Successful! I didn't die! And we succeeded on that fate. Uh-oh. Okay, no. Okay. That almost puts us at level 35. Okay. I can use words. Uh-oh. We have another quest to pick up. Oopsie daisy. Good day to you, madam. My name is Simeon, and I represent the interests of the Adventurers Guild and here at the Observatorium. If I might be so bold, have you an interest in undertaking a guild leave or two? I believe you would find the experience most rewarding. But it pains me to say that I should first administer a trial leave. I must beg your forgiveness for my premature proposal. This leave should well serve as a test. If you are willing to accept it, please do now. Okay. You have my most humble thanks, madam. The dragons and their minions have terrorized my homeland for generations, and we appreciate all who would aid our cause. To attract the two beasts which threaten dear Bessie, you must slay Snapjaws and use their meat as bait. This method is so far from foolproof, though, and I fear it may even attract other ravenous creatures. So, you want me to commit to your half-baked plan with very little success rates. Good to know. I just want to find a Gooboo. I should probably get on my horse bird to go and find said Gooboo. And I think we have to... These quote-unquote crocodiles are also on our list, yeah. I'm just gonna head north and get that aetheryte. We're gonna do that first. So that in case I die, I'm not too far away from somewhere nearby. I can see the outline of it off in the distance. Hey, and there's a Gooboo, but we're gonna do this first. Yeah, this does sound kind of like the music in Burmecia. A bit. Yay! I am attuned. I'm gonna make this my home point instead of Camp Tranquil. It's not gonna help me at all shortly. You can barely hear the game music. That is okay. Let me just real quick. How about now? Like, it's not going to register very much over me anyways. I just have the music in this game turned down pretty far because I don't want to have to edit every single one of my videos to make sure that I'm not getting copyright strikes on YouTube. Because that's a pain in the butt. Also, if you haven't checked it out yet, I have a YouTube. It is where I have all of my VODs for this series, for my All Jobs, All Quests run, as well as any other streams that I have done. Dun, dun, dun. Monk is now level 35. Success! Okay, we're gonna run over to safety. Or reasonable safety. Okay, so do I have any special gear I can upgrade to? None whatsoever. I'm going to prepare that. And let's see. Warrior is just right there. I think we can finish off leveling up Warrior. And possibly Summoner Scholar. Possibly. Warrior, that's the one. Okay. Also needs a Highland Gooboo. Snow Wolf Pup. Ornate and caracals, too? Oh my. Oh, I should probably have food. These little black sheep are quite violent once you get them riled up. But I'm glad that I have them for Huntslog because I need their wool for Weaver in the not too distant future. Okay. I'm gonna try to get this out of the way first before I do the goo-goo. We might end up ending stream after we get Warrior to level 35 or finish this specific Huntslog entry, whichever comes later. We might, but only because I'm really hungry. I wonder what I'm gonna have for lunch. Okay. Okay, so that didn't actually finish leveling us up, so now we can fight the Gooboo. Oh, this one sneezes ice. That's awesome. Dun, dun, dun. We are level 35 on Warrior. So we got 2 levels in Monk and 1 level in Warrior today. We still have some time. Okay. So I said Summoner Scholar. I am better on Summoner. So we're gonna give that a go. That's in Bloodshore, Raincatcher Gully, Sigoli Desert, Bloodshore, Long Climb, Raincatcher Gully, Dragon's Head, Proud Creek, Providence Point, Lark's Call. I think that it... Well... Let's try the Pharaoh Croc, and... Actually, no, because we need 2 separate things. I'm going to teleport over to Costa del Sol, and we'll weed out the ones we have over there. One of the nice things about Summoner and Scholar is that they level together. One of the problems is that if you prefer one or the other, you don't get a lot of experience with the one that you don't prefer. But I am not awake enough to... Well, not necessarily not awake enough. I am not well-fed enough in real life to figure out how to use Scholar on stream right at this moment. That seems a little excessive for 5 more minutes of stream. They're right down here, right? Weren't they? No, this is just Fiddlesticks. That is not where they are. Are they up here? Yes. Okay, so we need... Okay. I don't want that one. I want the Gull Roaster. Hello! Uh-oh. close enough? Yes. And I'm not making any progress. I think you have to get that one in particular to make progress on the fate. Yes. Let's try it. Just for fun. Are we gonna be able to? Maybe. Should have got my chocobo out for this one. Okay. It's hurting me faster than I'm hurting it, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, is this that's an ether. That's my bad. I should put the high potions out. Oh wow. This isn't gonna help me much because I am not on a healing job. But perhaps I'm low enough level. Hey, that worked out fairly well. I am shocked. Finish it off, finish it off. Almost. Please stop that. I'm gonna heal up for a hot second. And I win! And I leveled up! Awesome! Okay, so now I am going to teleport back to Costa del Sol because we probably have other hunts log in the area still for something, I'm sure. Where's the thing? There it is. Okay. Well, I say I'm going to call it there because the cat is yelling, I am hungry, and it is just before 4 o'clock. So thank you so much to everybody who came by today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who said hello in chat. Again, really appreciate it. So today we were going to get all of our combat jobs to 34, which we did. We were going to do all of the level 34 quests, of which we had 12, which we did. And then we managed to get Monk, Warrior, Summoner, and Scholar to level 35. So we are on our way to getting that done for Friday. You might have seen in the timers, this coming Wednesday, we are going to be playing Genshin Impact at the same time as we played Final Fantasy today. So that is going to be 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because we are no longer in Pacific Daylight Time. The time change has occurred. Yeah. So there's that, and we will be working on getting all of our combat and our crafters and gatherers to level 35 on Friday. That's a lot to say. Okay, so in chat right now and on screen, I have a link to my Beacons link directory. From there, you can find updates on Twitter, our community Discord, VODs and clips on YouTube, and tipping on Ko-fi and gifting on Throne. Currently for Ko-fi, we are working on getting me a CPU cooler. It is just barely in the budget this month, but we're going to be able to get me the motherboard. So the CPU cooler is the last thing that I specifically need to save for in order to finish upgrading my computer so that Genshin Impact stops crashing my PC, and so that we stop lagging so much in Final Fantasy XIV. If you would like to help with that, there is the link through the Beacons directory as well as on screen. At the moment, however, we are going to look for someone to raid. So, back to Twitch. And if you would like to join us in the raid, our raid message is currently in chat. Let's see. A lot of people are online today. And I do have desktop audio muted. So let's take a look at who's doing what. Also exciting. I don't want to sound like I'm bragging because that's not what I'm trying to accomplish here. I just want to say that I'm pretty excited. Our YouTube channel hit 50,000 viewers over the weekend, and I'm delighted by that. So, all right, so we are going to head over to see Junibug. She uses she, her pronouns, and she is playing Final Fantasy XIV and doing dailies and celebrating the winter holidays way too early, but that's her business. It's not mine. I'm a little Grinch, it's fine. But Junibug is not, and she's going to be busy for a lot of December, so we are going to get that raid started. All right, so I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope to see you on Wednesday for Genshin Impact and on Friday for more Final Fantasy XIV in our All Jobs, All Quests challenge run. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Bye.